Alright, finally the R90 Racer is getting ready to be disassembled. I'm really excited for this build. So the guy races Porsches in America, so the big thing for him was handling. So we're going to do a lot of suspension upgrade to this bad boy. We're going to strip down the fairing. We're going to design and manufacture exhaust out of 316 stainless, and because he races Porsches, the end cap on the older Porsches is quite iconic, so we're going to incorporate that onto the build. But like I mentioned, the suspension is the biggest key on the build, and we've ordered this insane set of Öhlins suspension. So here we go, the Öhlins. These are a thing of beauty. So we're going to design and manufacture our own triple clamps. We also have to design and manufacture our own caliper mounts. So the biggest challenge will be designing the triple clamps, and I'm really excited to get on to manufacturing these exhausts, which I'll start next week. Alright, so an update on our R90 project. The biggest thing that we've got to is designing and manufacturing our triple clamps. The client wanted the risers to be adjustable. So we've designed a system where it clamps into the top triple clamp, where the client can adjust the angle and the height. So this is the muffler we've manufactured, our 316 stainless. And as you can see, we've billeted the end cap that has been inspired by the old Porsche end caps. So the Indian update, the good old saying, watching paint dry. That's pretty much where we are with the Indian. All the panels are at the painter, the tank, the front fender and the rear fender. We should be getting that back shortly, and then we can start assembly. So we got the paint back and it looks really awesome, and we just had a meeting with the client and he's so stoked. We've decided now though we're going to actually end up blacking out a lot of the machine parts. We're going to do a ceramic coating black to go with the matte paint job, and just to give it a little bit more contrast between the two colors. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put the paintwork back on the shelf, and I'll strip all the machine parts and send it off ceramic coating. And then we are in for the final assembly. So in the next couple of weeks we are ready to ride this beast up and down the road. Today we're off to Descriptive Art Collective, where we're going to meet up with Kayla Devlin to see what goes into the craft of tattooing. My weapon of choice today is a 2018 Harley Roadster. We were originally commissioned by Monster Energy to build this for the 2018 Bike Festival. It's now made its way back to us and found a new home in Portugal, where we'll be shipping it off soon. So we named this build the Warlord. We wanted something that was very aggressive but also user-friendly. So what we manufactured was the 316 stainless steel in-house. It's got the Stoos Customs bulleted air cleaner. A lot of work went into scalloping and sinking the dials into the tank, because we wanted to really clean up the bars for that Stoos clean custom look, with the turn signals and neutral lights incorporated into the bars. This is a Sportster 1200 engine, which got plenty of grunt. So what we did was we just changed the tuning for the new air cleaner and the exhaust. And we put different rocker box covers on just to add to the aggressive look. So the wheels we left stock because they looked pretty kiff with the original build. All we did was throw a set of knobblies on to aid in that aggressive stance and look, and also to take it down a few dirt roads if need be. We did a fender chop and then machined the billet housing where it has the brake light and the turn signals. We took LED spotlights that we've hidden behind a custom grid headlight that incorporates the turn signals in the side of it.
I think an injection is definitely more terrifying than a tattoo needle.
I mean, this needle is going in and out like at the crazy speeds per
Right,
second.
yeah. And I mean, it's only like just gracing that top layer of the skin.
So when it comes to shading, and obviously the dark you want, is it like when you push down on a pencil?
You kind of build up the shade, whereas the way I tattoo, like I'm obviously using a liner.
Is that a less amount of needles, or?
Yeah, so this is only 3 needles.
And now how long have you been tattooing for?
So I've been tattooing since 2012, so a real long time. But in between, I went to go study graphic design.
Okay.
The second I finished studying, I kind of dived deep. I started tattooing every single day, so I think that's when I kind of started picking up the craft a little bit more.
And I mean, like, it's quite a transition, because obviously I'm sure you've been creative in school and maybe as a kid.
Yeah.
Now to actually pick up a tattoo gun and like, okay, I'm gonna go for it.
Yeah.
Did you practice on yourself first, or?
So actually, I think like the way my apprenticeship was a little bit different. I actually tattooed on, oh, it was so gross, but I tattooed on pig skin.
Okay, yeah.
For my first time, and it was actually the word tats. Real original. And my mom left it in domestos for like a whole day before she allowed me to like bring it inside the house. Like, oh, there was still like a nipple on the skin. It was so gross. Oh.
Try and make it as realistic as possible.
Yeah, literally. And I was like, oh, why would the butcher give me like the one with the nipple?
So what, did you just go to the butcher and you're like, hey, I need some pig skin?
And like, well, yeah, that's what I was told to do.
Yeah.
Did it, it was weird, never again. I do not wish it on anyone, but I don't think anything can prepare you for what actual skin is like.
Yeah. The person you're tattooing, everyone reacts differently as well.
Yeah.
And is it like a typical genre you like sticking to? Are you pretty open to all ideas?
For subject matter wise, I tattoo, I think, anything.
Okay.
I love the challenge of trying to make something that's a trend more unique.
Yeah.
So I absolutely love a floral. I do love doing like geometric pieces, anything in that realm, call me up.
As a tattoo artist in South Africa, obviously, you know, you look in internationally at the big convention, so it's always a lot more accessible to grow as an artist.
Yeah.
On like an international level, how is South Africa in the tattoo industry?
I think that, you know what, we're definitely coming up in the industry, and you know, we're definitely people, the amount of artists that have started tattooing in South Africa now, like, we're definitely putting South Africa on the map. The artists in Cape Town and Joburg and just really the whole of South Africa, like they're really doing like incredible stuff. And I think we'll get to that European, also another one done.
Another two.
Yeah, another two. I think funnily enough, Max actually has my favorite tiny tattoo I've ever done. It's a little hummingbird on her shoulder. You know, it was such a cute one to do, and I absolutely adore doing the small little dainty ones.
So I just rolled the R90 off the bench. We finally got done. There's a lot of attention to detail in this beast, and not only does she look good, but she actually rips. What more could life offer? So the Indian, it's been quite a special build for us. It's our first Indian that we have been given. So we're really excited about this project. No expense or parts were spared on this build. All the way from the carbon fiber wheels from BST, the suspension upgrade, the performance exhaust. One of my favorite features is the scallop tank we've done with a sunken in speedo, dual calipers for extra braking. So not only does it have full-on performance on the engine, but also you can stop when needed. So the client had a request for the scallops in the tank. He wanted his kids' names inserted on the tank. So we got the one kid on the right and the other on the left, just to give it that extra special touch. Not only does it have performance, but it really looks badass, and I'm extremely proud to add this to the Stoos Customs build list. In the next episode, I host the extremely gifted ink artist, the Ink Pirate, and see how thousands of pen strokes makes up the perfect masterpiece.
I only use permanent Indian ink because that infuses with the cotton paper.
I take on my passion project, which just started life off as just a motor, and we fabricated everything in-house, from the frame to the triple clamps. My passion project makes its way to the prestigious Lightning Bolt competition, where I meet up with some of the best bike builders in South Africa. Here at Stoos Customs, we're all about the craft. In future episodes, we would like to feature other craftsmen in their trade. If this is something that interests you, drop us a mail at info@stooscustoms.com.